Hey Fortnite fans, here we have Funk Ops from Hasbro's Fortnite Victory Royale 6-inch series. I got this figure from Amazon for $24.99. If you'd like to own your own, then I have a link for you in the pinned comment below. This figure comes with 3 accessories, including the Disco Brawl harvesting tool, and this looks actually kind of neat. If you can see right here, it actually looks like the pickaxe sides are jutting out from inside. It looks kind of damaged, and it looks actually really pretty cool. It seems like I remember the Disco Brawl having multiple colors down here on either previous versions of this pickaxe or even in the game, but there is really absolutely no paint on here whatsoever. It's actually, that's kind of loose. This rotates around, but there's really no paint on here whatsoever. And another thing I'm noticing, if you can see right there, while you could say that this looks damaged, I'm noticing, I think it's like a marbling or some strange looking colors in this harvesting tool. So there's definitely some anomalies here that you could chalk up to it being damaged from having the pickaxe jabbed through it or something. But I think it's actually molding things. Then we have the Boombox back bling, which I think actually looks pretty cool. He's got some paint ops. He got the yellows and the pinks or the violets, the black, the gray. This is very cool looking. And then we have a Boogie Bomb, which also has multiple colors right here. This figure stands about 6.75 inches tall. He's a bit of a head over some of the others. The afro is what puts him up to that high. He does have 34 points of articulation, pretty standard for these Fortnite action figures. And I will point out a few of them. Instead of an ab crunch in the middle, he's got this kind of swivel waist and chest, which I actually like this articulation a whole lot more than the ab crunch. I think it's workable and you can pose in really good ways. The ab crunch I'm not a fan of. I think they look a bit silly. Another thing that I think is pretty cool is where they chose to split the calf or do the calf rotation. And that is right here at the strap on the boot. So when you rotate his calf, it's hidden right there, and I think that's really cool as opposed to just making some cut somewhere randomly, maybe at the top of the boot. But I really like where they did that. This is a really shiny figure. Have you noticed that yet? He's very shiny. The plastic feels very, at least on the legs and the torso, the plastic feels very hard, and the arms feel a little bit softer. But I don't know. I mean, he looks like a great figure. Everything else rotates and articulates just fine. He does pretty good. If you want to do the splits, he can go about that far. Sits about there. So anyway, this is an epic skin from the game. He's part of the Fortnite Fever set. You know, got to do the disco moves. Do whatever. And he was released way back in Chapter 1, Season 2. He's a rare, or as I said, an epic skin. Sorry, not rare, but epic, so he's about 1,500 V-Bucks if you want this skin in the game. But overall, yes, we are there. Overall, I like this figure. I think he looks really cool. Look at that. Who doesn't look snazzy when you put a boombox on your back? I think he looks pretty snazzy. Let's see about fitting, how loose. His fingers are loose enough you can pry them open. Slide in that Disco Brawl. Like that. So he can whack away and get some building material. Let's do this. On camera, you all know by now, if you've been watching me for a while, I have to put characters and figures in strange positions to get their accessories in. So here he is, standing up. But another thing I did kind of notice is that his torso area seems like kind of long. His belt and his pants, I think, might be a little bit saggy design-wise compared to some of the other figures. But anyway, oh, I did want to mention one other thing real quick. I noticed when I was looking at this, the shoulder harness, the strap here, is a separate piece on top of the torso. And mine started to pop away. If you can see, mine started to pop away like that. It's not meant to be. I think it's like glued on, it's attached. So be careful, that might be something to keep an eye out for. Anyway, now it is your turn. What do you think about this figure? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. But before you go, however it is, just before you get out of here, check out my recent review. It's actually been a little while, of Bushranger in the lower left-hand corner if you haven't watched it already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.